Alright, this is the pastor's reaction to Love is Blind Season 6. Talking about last night's episode where we saw Kenneth and Brittany break up. As someone who officiated a lot of weddings, does a lot of premarital counseling, here's what I can say. From the jump, it did not seem, I don't know what happened in the pods. We can only judge this situation by what we've seen on TV. From the jump, from the reveal, I do not believe that Kenneth was really into Brittany. Now, I don't believe, I saw people online saying that AD got in his head. I believe that conversation with AD was valid in her concerns, but that's not the issue. What the issue is as a Christian couple, to have boundaries, to say you want to wait to marriage for that type of intimacy, that's all good and everything. However, you still need chemistry. You still need to show your partner. And as Christians, you date with intention, right? This is why we say courtship. This is why we say you're dating to find your spouse. I'm saying when he got home and you saw how he got on his phone, I believe that his friends and families got into his head, and that last conversation. Here's what I hate as a pastor. I hate when people use God to break up with people, to say, God told me that we're going to be a spouse. Don't bring God into it, because that conversation was not a breakup conversation. My opinion as a pastor, as a husband, my wife and I had a short engagement, so I'm not saying that a short engagement is wrong, but you need to know that that person is your person. The problem is, that conversation wasn't a breakup conversation, but Ken wanted out. He turned it into a breakup conversation, and that's what he got. He wanted out. And didn't he use God? Didn't he use God as his wingman to get him out? I know God has a person for me, and all that lines that we hear in Christian cliches. And then Brittany did not want to break up. But I do believe this experiment, Love is Blind, this experiment has so many red flags. So my wife got me watching this the last couple of seasons, and to me, I don't know if the men on this show are coming on for love, they're coming on for marriage. They all seem like walking red flags. But I wanted to talk about this relationship because I was really excited. I was really excited that Christian couples were represented. I really was excited that it seems like Netflix gets couples from all different backgrounds together. But this relationship, from the moment they got home from the pods, and that boat ride, that's not, I'm not going to talk about how awkward that boat ride was. Brittany seemed to be all in. She was getting the apartment ready. She was setting it up. Can we also talk about how their apartments that are theirs, that's not theirs. When they go to Kenny's apartment, there's no way that apartment is real. That looks staged. It looks like a B&B that Netflix got for production. Well, anyways, the moment he got home, and I would be guilty of this too. If I didn't have my device for 10 days, I would have a moment that I would want to check up on my friends and that. But Brittany's trying to engage with you, trying to have a heart-to-heart with you, and yeah, Like, he just pulled back and he hid in his device. I saw one person on TikTok say he has avoidant behavior. I don't know. I'm not a psychologist. All I know is, as a man, I can tell when another man is not feeling someone. So I had done a lot of premarital counseling where I can tell that the man is just going along with his spouse, his partner wants a ring, wants to get married. And I have talked to people after their weddings, and I have said, hey bro, like, how does it feel to be married? And they, no lie, they have said to me, just another day, just a piece of paper, just a ring. That is not the way you want to go into marriage. That's not the way you want to do life with someone. So I hope that if you're, whether a Christian or non-Christian, I hope the one thing that you do take away from Love is Blind is don't try to do relationships like this. Because I don't know what happens from the time, and this is proof why the experiment makes for great TV, but not real life, because they match in the pods, but the moment they reveal at the engagement, there has to be chemistry. You have to be attracted to someone. It's not wrong or ungodly to not be attracted to someone. It needs to be all of it. You gotta be attracted to their mind, their soul, their heart. You have to be equally yoked on the faith front. But if you do all that, if you connect on all those levels, but at the end of the day, you're not attracted to them, there's no chemistry, you end up in situations like that. So that is just my thoughts as a pastor. I hope nothing but the best for Kenny, and I pray Brittany finds her person. I know they both will. But I knew from the jump, from someone who gives couple counseling, that there was pause, that this was not going to work out. So those are just my thoughts on Love is Blind Season 6, and just talking about this particular breakup conversation, which did not start out as a breakup conversation. People will find a way out when they want to out of a relationship, and that's what we saw on TV. So let me know what you think in the comments.